All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. Peace and salutation to those of the hopeful elect. Just want to do a quick hit lesson. All right, going into how, a man of the Lord in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, is going to be more precious than fine gold. And, the reasoning behind that is because a man of the Lord is going to understand or have the answer to why, why the earth is like this, why judgment is going forth. All right. The man of the Lord is going to have the answer as to why. All right. Who, what, where, when, and how, because a man of the Lord is going to understand that what's taking place, all right, is the judgment of Yahweh Shema Shai in the earth, okay? And that all comes, all right, back to wisdom and knowledge, all right, as well as understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, and that's what's going to keep the elect, all right, in a certain type of mindset and a certain type of spirit. Okay. So let me get a quick precept. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom. And with all thy getting, get understanding. Okay. And, wisdom is what's going to, preserve the elect. Okay. Because all these people out here, all right, that don't believe in the truth, okay, they're going to be going after their own understanding, all right, which is going to be them going on in darkness, all right, because these people, they believe in different ideologies and believe in idols, and they're going to be calling on their gods, and they're going to have their own explanation, as to what's going on, or they're just simply not going to know what's going on. All right. They're simply, all right, going to lose their composure. All right. People's going to be dying of heart attacks. People's going to be panicking. All right. They tell you that, a man shall, go into his neighbor's house with the sword for the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right. But all these things are happening because these people don't have the wisdom and understanding as to why, what's going on. All right. But the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai, has given us that understanding. And therefore, we welcome the destruction of America, in opposed to the people of this world. They want America, to bounce back. All right. So let me read that again. Proverbs 4 and 7. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom. All right. And with all thy getting, get understanding, because, you have, knowledge, which is information. And then you have the application of knowledge, which is wisdom. OK. And then you have understanding, which is now you understand why you are applying the wisdom. Okay. And it comes full circle. Then you gain experience. Okay. And that experience is going to give you the prudence to be able to maneuver in a time like no other. Okay. And, the foundational scriptures, again, all right, are those anchors that hold you down, man. The scriptures tell you that the just shall live by faith and not by sight. All right. That keeps you from being, that keeps your mind from being overthrown, as well as it puts your spirit in the right place and trusting Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. There's other foundational scriptures such as, the Lord is not going to put too much on us that we can handle, roughly paraphrasing. OK, so these scriptures, OK, is wisdom, is knowledge, is understanding. OK, it's all that. All right. Let me get another precept. This is Isaiah chapter 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. All right. And that's what, we're going to need in the times to come. We're going to need to be stable spiritually and mentally. And that's what the Lord is building up, all right, within his elect. All right. By, the believers going through the furnace of adversity. All right. Trials, tribulations, where we're forced, to apply, all right, the wisdom, the knowledge and understanding of Yahweh Shema Shai, which comes through faith, because it takes faith, to even, apply. It takes faith, to research. It takes faith, to, pray to Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. But, again, the Lord is cultivating, these characteristics, all right, within his elect via the situations we go through on a day-to-day battle, which is every day, every moment, it's a fight for our souls. All right. And we know that wisdom and discretion, is what's ultimately going to preserve us, by ordering our way aright. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. So the wisdom, knowledge of Yahweh Shema Shai is what's going to be the strength. It's what's going to strengthen us unto salvation. Okay. In the times where, we're in a situation we don't know what to do. All right. Then at the last moment, Yahweh Shema Shai pulls through. All right. But the Lord is not going to pull through for those, that don't believe in him. All right. And we have many different accounts in the scriptures that were left there for us. All right. So that we can read those things. All right. And we can have faith in our power. Okay. Because situations, we're going to be put in situations more and more, as the time, passes. All right. And we're entering into the time like no other. All right. We're definitely going to need, the wisdom and knowledge, to keep our minds stable so we won't, make hasty moves and make the wrong move and be destroyed. It says, in strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay. And that's the root of wisdom. The scriptures say the root of wisdom is the fear of Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right. And that's ultimately why the elect is going to be pardoned from the destruction, is because, all right, the 1/3 are the ones that fear the Lord. All right. And if you fear Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, you're going to reverence our power. All right. You're going to reverence the Lord. All right. The Lord is bringing judgment upon the earth because, all right, this world doesn't reverence our power. All right. Especially 2/3 of Israel. All right. So now the Lord is going to bring forth his judgment. And the scriptures say the Lord is known by the judgment which he executed. All right. But we are witnessing, the time where the Lord has awoken us and opened our eyes. We are witnessing, the Lord's judgments, man. And it's increasing, that healthy fear within us. All right. To want to walk in wisdom. Okay. Walk in with understanding. Okay. Let me get another precept. This is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. It says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. All right. So a prudent man is going to see the judgments, the danger. All right. The chaos. All right. Of a world that we currently live in as of today. All right. Because you can't look at everything that's going on and not wonder, you know, what the hell is going on with the world? What does the world come to? All right. And really what it is we're in that time of the Lord, you know, bringing it into this current world. All right. And it's going to, this world is going to go out, all right, via judgment, via destruction. Okay. Which is another reason why a man of the Lord with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is going to be more precious than fine gold. All right. Because the men of the Lord is going to have the answers as to why this is going on. All right. In a time where the internet is going to be shut down, you're not going to be able to find the prophets. All right. And if you do, all right, hey, you might be saved if you're one of the, for those Israelites at the last moment. But for the most part, people's going to be trying to, run to the prophets. It's going to be too late for 2/3 of Israel, that is. Because salvation is only for the nation of Israel. All right. But nevertheless, it's going to be known, all right, that the men of the Lord are precious. All right. Brothers is going to have a glow on them. All right. Brothers is going to have a certain demeanor. All right. Brothers is going to be moving, with an extraordinary amount of faith, man. All right. And it's going to be evidence. It's going to be the contrast is going to be there. All right. Because the whole world is going to be in a chaos and throughness and gloominess. And all right. Then brothers is going to be walking around with the glow on them, man. All right. And that's all because of wisdom. OK, let me actually get another precept real quick. This is Sirach chapter 8:1. It says, "Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing?" All right. And through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, we have an unction to know all things. All right. The Lord, has given us the understanding, the full understanding in its entirety of the scriptures, man. All right. And if there's, something that we may not know, all right, then the Lord has set forth elders, apostles, all right, that we can go to and get the understanding. All right. And that's why we can confidently say that we have 100% truth. All right. Because we have 100% truth concerning what's in the scriptures. OK. So it says, "A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed." All right. So how much more is this going to be amplified? All right. In a time of Jacob's trouble, man. OK. And the Lord, he's going to amplify his spirit upon his elect. All right. When people's dying and, right before your eyes and, seeing all this destruction and sorrow, that's going to put a very austere spirit, upon, the men of the Lord. All right. To the point to where it says, "A man's wisdom maketh his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall be changed." All right. So brothers is going to have a whole different countenance, that of the angels. All right. In the time of Jacob's trouble, because the spirit's just going to be so heavy. All right. And that's why we have to lock into the spirit now. And it's a fight to stay in the spirit, man. All right. Because Satan, wants to separate us from this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. All right. But through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Shai, all right, the Lord said that none of his elect are lost. All right. So brothers may feel low in the spirit, or brothers may be going through afflictions. Our brothers may be put in situations that's very trying. All right. But the Lord said, Yahweh Shai said that he was going to be with us until the ends of the earth, man. All right. And Yahweh Shai is wisdom. That's where the wisdom is being supplied from. It's through Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. Yahweh Shai is the one that's feeding us daily with wisdom. Matter of fact, let me actually get that real quick. So by believing upon Yahushai, is how, we be delivered, man. All right. Let me, bear with me. Let me do a quick Google search. I believe it's Psalms 68 and 19. Let me get it. Psalm 68 and 19. It says, "Blessed be the Lord who daily loadeth us with benefits, even the power of our salvation, Salah." So Yahweh Shema Shai is the one that loads us daily with benefits, meaning, the Lord supplies us, with the Spirit, man. All right. And that's why, we have to pray to the Lord that we remain, connected to the vine, which is Yahweh Shai, so we can constantly be fed, all right, with the spiritual nutrients, all right, which is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, all right. And the Lord gave us, different ways, that we can, apply so that we can abound in the wisdom, as far as, reading, praying, studying, listening to the lessons. All right. The scriptures say faith cometh by hearing the words of Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So these are the different things that we can do, to stay plugged into the Spirit. All right. Because, in the time of Jacob's trouble, we're going to need, all right, every ounce, of experience that we have, man. All right. But nevertheless, the Lord is preparing us to be able to, be successful. Abba Ratazah, we part of that number. So let me get another precept. This is Matthew chapter 7. And I'm going to start at 24. It says, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man." All right. So heareth, the instructions. All right. Being in order, following the ways of Yahweh Shema Shai, believing in the Lord, and doing, performing, the fruits of righteousness to the best of our ability, having charity, then also repenting whenever we fall short, whenever we go off. All right. Because we're not perfect. All right. But there's a protocol, to put forth in order to get back up and keep fighting. The scripture said, just man falleth 7 times and getteth back up again. Okay. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, Matthew 7 and 24, "Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock." And that rock represents our Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. He is our rock, our foundation. Okay. And if Yahweh Shai is our foundation, then it don't matter what situation we go through, we will never be shooken or removed. All right. Because our house is founded upon a rock. Verse 25, "And the rain descended and the floods came and the winds blew and beat upon that house." That's speaking of, these turbulent and trying times that we're in. All right. And the afflictions. All right. It says, "And it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man." All right. And that's pretty much the rest of the world. They're likened unto a foolish man. All right. Because these people, they're going their own which way. All right. They don't have a solid foundation. Okay. You even have Israelites that want to take bits and pieces from what they learned from every single camp. All right. But then in the time of Jacob's trouble, all right, you're going to have so much leaven, which the scriptures say a little leaven up the whole lump, that you're not going to have a solid foundation. You're not going to be mentally fortified. All right. Because it wasn't a sure foundation. It wasn't of Yahweh Shai. All right. So I'm going to continue to read. It says, which built his house upon sand. So it's like you build your house upon sand instead of a solid foundation. So when the rains, it's going to say it, verse 27, and the rain descended and the floods came and the winds blew and beat upon that house and it fell, and great was the fall of it. All right. And hey, that's going to be for 2/3 of the nation of Israel that refuse, the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai, or the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Okay, they will rather, have, the wisdom of this world, which the wisdom of this world is foolishness with the Most High. Okay, a lot of our people, they're into, they don't want the wisdom of righteousness, but they're heavy into the wisdom of wickedness and how to do evil. All right, so see if that's going to save you in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. All right. In the time of judgment. So let me get another precept. I'll begin to close it out. This is Isaiah chapter 13 and 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. And that's not talking about just any man. It's talking about a man that believes in Yahweh Shema Shai, that has faith in Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. That fears Yahweh Shema Shai, because that's the wisest thing you can do, is to fear the Lord. Okay. That's the root of all wisdom, as the scriptures say. So if you don't know anything else, but if you know only a little bit and you fear the Lord, it's better than one that knows all the breakdowns, the deep breakdowns, but then transgresseth the law, So it says, Isaiah 13 and 12, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. All right. And that's going to be, gold is, a commodity that's sought after, Since the beginning of time, gold was always valued. Gold was always, held to a high regard. That was the original money, So how much more the Lord is going to make his men more precious than fine gold, even the golden, wedge of Ophir, which Ophir had the purest gold. All right, let me get another precept. Isaiah 32 and 2. All right. And it says, and a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. All right. So, going into that man building this house upon a rock. All right. That's going to be a covert from the wind and a hiding place. A covert. It says a hiding place from the wind and a covert from the tempest. And that's why Isaiah 4 and 1 is going to take place. All right, because nobody's going to be built like a man of the Lord in that time. Okay, just operating off pure faith. Nobody's going to be operating like a man of the Lord in the time of Jacob's trouble. And women is going to see that power because it's going to be evident. All right, and they're going to try to flock to the men of the Lord. All right, and hey, the women that ain't right is going to get weeded out and vetted out, because the Lord is going to have the wisdom of discernment upon his elect. Okay. So it says, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right. And America is a weary land, and it's finna get more weary. All right. This place is finna become destitute. All right. The valley of the shadow of death. Okay. But it says a shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So say you walking in the desert. All right. And it's like over 100 degrees. And you damn near finna pass out. And you see a giant stone or giant rock that's casting a shadow. And in that shadow, the degrees is, the temperature is lowered. You know, it's very cool underneath that shadow. And that's how a man of the Lord is going to be in that day. All right. All because the Lord, you know, all because the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay. The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is going to keep, you know, the men of the Lord stable in that time. That's going to keep us stable. All right. Solid like a rock. Okay. So, yeah, Lord's will, this lesson edifying. The point was made. I want to say, call Allah Yahweh Shema Shai, Bashim Kakodash, you know, for giving us the spirit. Give me the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and who also rule well. And peace and citation to those of the hopeful elect. Shalom and Abba Baba.